Difficulty in determining the suspect of murdering a Hong Kong model. Authorities are having a hard time collecting enough body parts of the dead to serve the case. This may affect the sentence for ex-husband Abby Choi's family. On March 1, HK01 reported that Hong Kong police continued to deploy a plan to find the missing body of model Abby Choi, Tai Tien Phuong. After 7 days of checking at 4 locations believed to be the place where the killer dumped the body, the work of tracing the victim's body still has no results. On the morning of March 1, more than 100 Hong Kong policemen were mobilized to dig up a landfill in Tak Kwu Ling. The search can take 2 to 3 days, with 8,000 tons of trash needing to be searched thoroughly. Chung Naluan, director of the West Kowloon Criminal Department, said that because the suspects did not cooperate, the investigation faced many difficulties, mainly relying on police skills to solve the case. According to HK01, the campaign to find evidence such as clothes, phones or murder weapons, and especially the body and hands of the victim is considered very important in determining the crime of Abby's ex-husband's family. Choi. 4 members of the late model's ex-husband's family, including parents, brother, and ex-husband, are currently suspected of murder. They appeared in court on February 27. However, due to insufficient evidence to convict and the criminal record to be flawed, the prosecutor postponed the trial until May 8 for additional investigation. According to ON, if by the next trial, the police have not found effective evidence in Abby Choi's murder case, justice may not belong to the victim. Hong Kong law has provisions on the principle of suspecting the interests of the accused. That is, if in the case there are circumstances that cannot be clarified, or are uncertain, this will become a point in favor of the defendant. According to this principle, even if all suspicions of Abby Choi's murder are directed at her ex-husband's home, if the police cannot find the body or identify the victim, it cannot prove that they committed a crime. Currently, the murder charge against Abby Choi's ex-husband is likely to turn into manslaughter. Instead of life in prison, their sentences will also be much lighter. According to Mr. Luong Gia Ka, a Hong Kong forensic doctor, who participated in solving the Hello Kitty murder case that shocked Asia in 1999, the killer Abby Choi calculated in advance the possibility of serving a sentence before committing the crime. Cruel tricks such as excrement and cooking, disposing of Abby Choi's body pieces are for the purpose of destruction, making it difficult for the investigating agency to identify the dead. Mr. Luong Gia Ka said that it took about 4 days, boiled at high temperature up to thousands of degrees Celsius, the human mitochondrial DNA was lost. The problem now is that it is still unclear the extent of the damage, as well as the origin of the remains such as skulls and bones that police collected in the Abby Choi case. In fact, in Hong Kong, there is a precedent to convict a suspect of murder even though the victim's body is not found. 11 years ago, businessman Tran Van Tom was arrested on suspicion of killing his mistress. In 2015, the court sentenced Tran Van Tom to murder. However, Tran Van Tom's lawyer appealed, pointing out that the trial procedure was flawed. In the third trial in early February, Tran Van Tom was acquitted of murder, changing the charge to manslaughter. Abby Choi went missing on February 21. On February 24, her incomplete body was found by police in Longwei Village, Tai Po. Police arrested and detained 5 people in connection with the incident, in which 4 people are ex-husband Abby Choi's family. The last one is Wu Enji, 47, mistress of the victim's father-in-law. This woman is accused of harboring the crime of murder and of being involved in the murder. Currently, Wu Enji is out on bail to continue the investigation.